Alright, we're making another quick trip to the mail room. First up, Rod Stewart. Every picture tells a story. I know it's going to be hard for some young people to believe, but in the late 60s and early 70s, Rod Stewart was one of the best rock and roll singers around. His tragic downfall in the late 70s and beyond has been one of the true tragedies of rock music history. But he did put out some great tunes, and this is a classic right here. Every picture tells a story. Maggie May, Mandolin Wind, I Know I'm Losing You, Reason to Believe. Great stuff on this one. Another shocker, Journey. Infinity. A lot of people say Joe Perry ruined Journey, but that's not true. Journey still put out a couple of good albums with Steve Perry. This is one of them. This has Lights and Wheel in the Sky, which are my two favorite Journey tunes probably. It's also got Feeling That Way and Anytime on it. What ruined Journey was when Greg Raleigh left and Jonathan Cain came in. That's what ruined Journey. They still made a couple of good albums while Steve Perry and Greg Raleigh were together. Next up, Steel Assassin. This is a kind of cross between US power metal and speed metal. These guys actually started out in the early 80s, and their original guitar player was Mark Ferrari, who went on to play with Keel. But they just released some demos in the early 80s, and not much else. And then they got back together around 2007 and released this one called War of the Eight Saints. Think Jagdpanzer, Attacker, Liege Lord, in that vein. That's what you're getting here. They have not released anything since 2012. I believe they're still active, but they just haven't done anything. And then I picked up some more Gov't Mule. It's called By a Thread. I mentioned last time that I had fallen off with Gov't Mule's studio purchases after the Deep End series. So I'm making a concerted effort to go back and pick up some of these albums that I've missed, because there are great songs on them. Especially, this one opens up with a banger. Broke Down on the Brazos. I've heard them do that in concert. I did not know that Billy Gibbons guested on it, but as soon as the track kicks in, you hear Billy's guitar, and I immediately picked up the CD and looked, and sure enough, he's playing on it. So this album's really good. It starts off really strong, kind of starts to drag a little bit at the end, but there's still quality material on here. It's Gov't Mule, it's Warren Haynes. You're gonna get quality. This one I just picked up. It was kind of cheap. I'd heard the name before. Leash Law, Dogface. This is their only album. They're broke up now, but I've heard good things about this one. So it's just straight up metal out of Florida, I believe. And then this last one here is kind of a mini box set, 4 CDs, Warlock's first only 4 albums. I only own Burning the Witches I did mean to buy Triumph and Agony back in the day. It got quite a bit of play on Z-Rock, but I never got around to getting it. And by the time I did get it, Warlock, well, I thought at the time they'd broken up, but they didn't really break up. The record company, they signed a new record deal, I believe, and the record company wanted them to move to America. Their manager, who owned the name Warlock, did not want to move to America, so he kept the name, which is why they became Doro. But I think most of the band members splintered after that. There may have only been one original member on their last album anyway, besides Doro. But anyway, Darcy Six Strings featured this on a video not too long ago. I think Jurgen turned him onto it, so the baton has now been passed to me. It's a nice little package. I haven't listened to it yet, but like I said, I already own Burning the Witches, and I've heard a lot of Triumph and Agony. I don't know if I've heard too much of Hellbound and True as Steel. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that one too. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for you, nice and quick. Have a good one.